And then on Wednesday, it's the Milan
Derby
in the other tie.
And they're both in pretty good form right now, too.
They're both doing all right. I haven't watched enough Serie A to really make a comment. I've seen them both in the Champions League, however, and I think it's going to be a great game.
Oh,
Giroud's going to pull out his Champions League boots. We know that. Maybe
watch
even
Lukaku go score 2 goals or something.
I was gonna say, maybe even Donkey do something. How do they choose a home stadium? Don't they play in the same stadium?
They play in the same stadium, San
It's
Siro.
the same. It's
just
at home
games at the San Siro.
Yeah. It's they're supposed to limit tickets, but we all know how that goes. 2012 Bayern at home in Munich.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to limit tickets. But yes, the home field is just 50-50 Milan.
So I guess the question, as far as in the context of what we've discussed and what we discuss on this pod and what, as far as our team affiliations, I guess the question is, can either Milan team win the title, win the final?
Yeah, it's a one-off game.
Yeah, it's a one-off game, yeah.
AC Milan has a better chance at one-off game because they have a better squad of one-off champions players. That's how I would bet the farm if I had to bet on the game. I would want AC Milan if it's Madrid or City. Milan has the players that have the pedigree to show up in the one-off. I score a big goal. I'm in big games. Giroud's always good for one. Zlatan's on the bench. He's always good for one. If not, he's going to punch somebody in the face and get a red card.
It's the same reason that Manchester United, who is clearly at a different level than Manchester City, have a chance to win the FA Cup because it's a one-off game, man.
It's a one-off game.
It's a one-off game.
That's how we beat City. That's why we won the Champions League. If it was a 2-game series, I think Pep gets the better of Tuchel. We hold that game 1-0, and we scored it right after half. We hold that game out.
And then you get blasted in the second leg.
Madrid beat both teams by just staying close enough. We know we have goals in us. All we have to do is stay close enough. Like Lewis said, it's a one-off game. You can hold that game 1-0. You can score early, park the bus, Jose Mourinho style, ride it out, and take the greatest trophy in Europe right now home. And if Italy win it back, if Milan win it back, either Milan, that's huge. Napoli win their first title in 33 years. Milan, Inter, or AC win their Champions Leagues back to Italy, back to the golden age where we used to see Beckham and Ronaldo. Inter and Milan used to be stacked with talent. Now
they're like fourth and fifth in the league, but they're going for
Juve won the league 19 years in a row or something.
Going for Champions League, but being fifth.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one thing that needs to be talked about is Milan has probably the best goalkeeper right now in the world. And if you really go through
which one?
Andre Onana.
He's Inter's keeper? Okay.
Yeah. And if you go through Champions League runs, it really comes down to that goalie standing on his head against competition that should be just blasted in the back of the net. And so I think that's something to watch for, especially against AC, because I mean, you're talking about some hate there. So it's going to be great just in that sense. But I mean, I'm looking at the lineups. You got Martinez, you've got Dzeko, which I'm still surprised he's still playing. Denzel Dumfries. I mean, they've got Mkhitaryan too. I'm shocked he's still playing. So I don't think there's that much of a difference between the two teams. So that will just make it even better. But I'm gonna go with Inter in this one. Even though I really love Ralph Leao and Olivier Giroud. I think that Inter pulls this one out.
Fair enough. I'm gonna have to cheer for AC Milan on Wednesday just because of my boy,
It's the
old
history.
Giroud.
Giroud, baby.
But,
Frenchie GQ.
I mean,
Let's
I
get
have
it.
I have no other real dog in that fight, you know. So I just hope it's a great game, to be honest with you, and it should be. It's a Champions League semifinal, you know.
I don't want Romelu Lukaku being associated with any type of championship squad, so I'm all AC Milan right now.
Fair enough.
Bakayoko is on
Tamori,
this
baby, let's go. Yeah, it's
Tamori,
AC.
and
Let's
then
go.
who else? Hold on.
Yo,
Serginho Dest
If
is on
AC
there.
Milan win this after the shambles we put them through in the group stage,
Oh God,
that would be awesome. That would be poetic justice.
crazy. After you lose to 3-0 to Chelsea, oh goodness gracious, that would be crazy. Well, if you're looking forward to celebrating a historic, crazy AC Milan victory, let's get those likes up. Let's get 51 likes for 51 Erling Haaland goals, and subscribe to the channel. Get that notification bell on. We'll be back real soon.